Hello, it's Randy Duck here again, and today I've got a replay for you in the CS-59 Polish Tier 9 medium tank. Now, I'm aware I'm a little bit late to the party on this one. That's mainly because I decided that I was quite enjoying the line, so I decided I was going to free mark the line on the way up. So that's what I was done, and then I sort of wasn't in, because I like playing them. I was no in particular rush. So that's why I decided to do it that way. Now I'm on the 9 now. I've free marked the other one, so I'm just going to work on the free mark on the 9. Now this tank, oh wow! Well, so far the limited games I've played on it, it's been so good. Like, I've really enjoyed this. Would I say it's the best Tier 9 out of all of them? It's hard to say because there is so many nice Tier 9 mediums to play. But it's definitely up there. It's got 390 alpha, like a 6.6 second reload without popping the food. It's got a really good DPM, and it's got a good, the accuracy of the gun's nice. It plays really nice. I mean, you've got the same sort of issues you'd be like with the other Polish mediums. All of them in the line pretty much have that same fate of the reverse speed's not brilliant, but other than that, it's a great tank. I mean, the armour, there's not much to it with the armour. Generally, I don't rely on bouncing shots at all, and then if I do a bouncer shot, I'm just happy. It's not, you just assume you're going to get penned. I think it's the best way to play it, but it's the DPM on it is just what makes the tank so much fun. I'm definitely keeping this one. I'm really enjoying it. Now, onto this game, we're on Kasserine. There's no artillery in play, which means I can play this position with a lot more freedom. It's a position I quite often like to play in these spawns on Kasserine. You do have to be careful, and you do have to really think about your surroundings, because when you pop up here you can get shot by a lot of different angles, but at the same time you can get if you can get shot at by lots of different angles, you can also get shots at lots of different angles. So and as well as try and pick up some assistance by spotting the enemy. So it's quite a nice position to be to. You just need to bear in mind that if it gets too hairy, you need to sort of get out of there and just keep it in mind that you can get shot from different places, and just have that in the back of your mind. So I'm trying to focus this T-49 light tank, because on maps like this, big maps, getting the light tanks out of the game early is really nice. So I've managed to put 2 shots into him. And then I believe my enemy ISU just shuts him down. Probably maybe a little bit poorly aimed there on that heavy tank, but in that IS-6 should have aimed a little bit lower, but it is what it is. The enemy CS-59 is just over peaking to shoot me. Try and get one into him. He sort of bounces, I bounce. But now I've got to be aware of him now, because I'm aware if I just completely try and run away, he might just overextend and try and get shots into me. So I am going to try and get shots into him every time he pokes. But yeah, at the moment I'm having a look where my enemy teams are. I feel like I'm a little bit alone here, but at the same time I know my greenies, my allies, are pushing through the middle, and I can see that. So I'm hoping they're going to distract, for example, that Polish medium was over peaking me, and he's less of a threat to me now, because he's going to have to attend to them tanks pushing it through the sort of the middle. So I'm aware that there's tanks which should push straight round on my left going to our spawn, and while they're doing that, I'm going to take advantage and try and take out this heavy quickly, because I've got to act quickly now, because if I just sit there in that position, they're going to then get all the way around on me like this Polish heavy has now, and they can get shots onto me. That's why I was trying to take out that KV as quickly as I could. I got lucky and got a fire into him. Well, I say lucky, I mean they are prone to getting set fire. If you know where to shoot, always shoot for the engine decks on those, and more often than not you will actually set them on fire. So now I'm just pushing pace, because I want to take out these tanks as quick as I can, so then I can use my allies to help me. So again, I'm happy to take a shot here. I just need him to go to get rid of him, which is exactly what I've done. Got lucky there. The leopard put a shot into me, but he hit my tracks. So that was quite nice. Managed to pick a little bit of assistance up on him. Now I'm in a sort of situation where I do need to be careful that I don't get shot from behind, so I need to keep that in the back of my mind, and at the same time I just want to try and push the pace to see if I can take out the enemy tanks behind me, or just try and get shots into them. It looks like this leopard's actually going to try and close the distance on me, so I've got that. I'm thinking about that, but I try and put in a shot into the Polish quickly because he presented to himself. There you go, the leopard's full sort of extended on me. I put one into him and I actually managed to track him in place. At this point I'm happy to trade 1 for 1 just because I want to get rid of him as quickly as I can. That's the thing, sometimes you just have to decide when to use your hit points, because I could have tried to waste time and side scrape there in that sort of scenario. Maybe I would have got bounced, but then maybe I wouldn't. But at the same time I'm in pressure that the longer I sit here, the more time it would be for the enemy to try and get shots from behind, although they're distracted by my team pushing them. I'm just trying to push the pace and get rid of them as quickly as possible, which fortunately one of my teammates puts the shots into him, puts him on a 1. I then push over, take advantage of that and finish him off. Now I can see that the enemy team, the rest of the tanks which pushed around, just for some reason just kept pushing. That's quite often that happens. They're obviously not too aware, and they just, rather than turn around, they just kept going. So now I've managed to track this IS-6 in the open. Now this is a bit frustrating there, because if you just seen there, I was aiming for the track wheel, and what happened was the food deactivated just as I was about to pull the trigger, and then it basically, it jumped up, which is annoying because that's a bug and that shouldn't be in the game, which meant I had to readjust my aim, and by the time I did that he'd moved on and I missed my shot. Basically I missed the opportunity to pin him in place. So yeah, I just wanted to point out that bug. I mean, by now I'm sure you're all fully aware of it, but that's basically what happened. At this point I'm just trying to wait for this 50 Polish heavy tank to push around and finish him off. It's now in a sort of a 4v4. I got lit here and I've decided there's a lot of nasty TDs left, and I'm not just going to carry on pushing there, because clearly they're going to outspot me, as what just happened, and if I would have moved any further I'm risking getting taken out. So I decided I'm going to have to go the long way round, and I'm going to go try and get back up to that ridge I was just on, and see if I can get any shots, and if not, see if I can safely progress further forward to try and light the enemy team, because so far I'm having not a bad game. I'm on just shy of 5,000 damage, and there's still 4 tanks left, so there's still the potential for me to get a lot more damage. So I'm trying to get there as quickly as I can, and see if I can pick up any more damage. But first I'm going to use this spot to see if I can get any shots. I realise, I'm just going to keep trying to see if I can spot anything, and if not, get a bit further forward. But I spot the Yag Tiger on the way, so I aim a shot, get a shot into him, and rather than just sit there and wait, I progress a little bit further, and then I took the shot, because then that's an extra 2 seconds I've got further forward, you see, rather than wait there. Now I try and put a shot into this VK. Unfortunately I bounced because I'm firing APCR at an angle, which is not always a guaranteed pen. So rather than make the same mistake twice, I go for the lower plate and put a shot into there. So now in a 4 versus 2, I've already picked up quite a little bit more, another 3 pens of damage in that engagement. So now it's just a case I want to get in there quickly, because I want to get the rest of this damage. I want to try and get as much out as I can out of this game. We're now in a 4 versus 2, and I was just a bit worried my enemy team was going to get the damage in before I got a chance, and I wanted to get as much in as I could. So I see this SU there, and also the enemy T95 is in the same position. Now they're healthy, which is, I'm thinking at this point, this is great. They've got a lot of hit points. I want to try and get some shots in while they're distracted. I pop over to get shot in, and unfortunately the enemy SU was already looking at me, but then I get lucky, and he actually bounces a shot. So I managed to get one into return as well, so that was really nice. I'm going to see if I can get round and get another cheeky shot into him. Let's see what I can do. Can I get a shot into him? Unfortunately he's popped down behind the ridge, so I can't get a shot in now. and this T95, he's turned his attention to me, which is making it life a little bit awkward for me. I know there's a heavy come behind, and I was hoping he was going to turn around to face him. Unfortunately, he is sort of focuses on me, so I'm just trying to play a bit of peekaboo, basically. I know if he's got a big gun, I can take a shot off of him, unless he got a ridiculous high roll. He missed, so I'm going to try and put a shot into the lower plate. I'm thinking maybe I should have just gone for the cupola, but he's put a shot into me there, and he's either using a small gun or it's firing. Yeah, he's using a small gun, so I put a shot into his lower plate. I'm playing a little bit risky, but I want to get the damage in, so I want to get T95 killed so that I can move in and get the shots into the SU. So that's what we did. I traded the shot and then managed to take him out. I'm trying to get a slim shot into the roof. Unfortunately, it can't happen, so I've just got a full send now, and hopefully I can get there before enough time to get a shot in, basically, before our enemy heavy tank takes him out. And I think, fortunately for me, my enemy heavy tank actually misses his shot and dirts his shot, which allows me enough time to get a shot in and do the cheeky ram to finish off the game. So all that's left now is to go to the results screen, and we can see how we did. As you see, managed to pick up the Radleys, got 8 kills, 7,200 damage, like 2,300 base XP. We actually, I said about the armour, we did manage to pick up quite a few little bouncers in this game though. 1,200 blocked, and yeah, all in all, it ended up to be a really good game. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and as always, happy tanking.